What's good, y'all? It's HB punching profit. Let's break down the trade we took today in the NASDAQ. If you want to see the live execution, click on the link in the description below. It is January 10th, 2025. Before we get into it, like the video, subscribe, comment down below if you're new. Now, I want to make something clear here. Or let me phrase it this way. I just got this new 50K Express account with TopStep, adding another account, but I want to use it for experimental purposes for you guys to see the power of just trading micros. A lot of the problems with traders, it's not so much their strategy, it's not so much that they can't get their mind or their mental right or their emotion right. It's that they're over leveraging, okay? And they don't want to be patient, consistent, and disciplined, and they're cutting their legs out from under them before they even get started. Respect money, respect what this can do for what trading can do for you if you put in the time to study the technical aspects of it, and you put in the time to understand your mental and emotional flaws, right? Respect these things and go through the process and be patient, consistent, and disciplined and modest, and it can change your life fairly quickly. You just have to put things in perspective. So many people want to make thousands of dollars in a day, but they don't want to put in the foundation and the groundwork to get to that point. Okay, and a lot of people do have a good strategy, and people can overcome their mental and emotional flaws, but they have to stop being greedy and over leveraging. Let me show you the power of just trading micros. We're just going to use micros on this account to show you guys. It's not a get quick rich scheme, but you know what? It can get you pretty wealthy fairly fast within a year if you're like I said, I'm going to repeat it again, consistent, disciplined, and patient. Now, I only started this like a day ago, you guys. $642 already. Okay, $335 today in an hour and a half of work. An hour and a half of work, I made 335. How many jobs give you $335 in an hour and a half of work Monday through Friday? Not too many. Okay, not too many. This can change your life. And you also have to think, okay, let's say you wait a month before taking a payout. Okay, you take a little bit of that payout and you reinvest it into five more accounts or four more accounts. Okay, with whatever firm. You get a copy trader. Now you can exponentially grow your money and lower your risk. If I just use one micro and nail one good trade a day, okay, over five accounts, that's $500 a day. $500 Monday through Friday. Say I get 10 accounts. That's $1,000 a day with just using one micro, lowering your risk and putting across multiple accounts. $1,000 a day. Now think about that. Now think about you put more practice in, okay, and you're confident about your trades, and now you're doing like two or three micros. $300 across 10 accounts. Do the math. Okay, it doesn't take that. I should take it back. You can get very wealthy very quick, but you're gonna have to master yourself. You're gonna have to master being patient, disciplined, under control, not being greedy. Because the thing about trading, it can turn into degenerative gambling if you let it, right? But you don't want to do that. Respect the money. Respect the fact that you only had to trade for an hour and a half. Don't be greedy and continue to make, trying to push it for 600 or $1,000. Take your modest goal and be done. I got out early. Look at all this fat I left off the bone. This will probably take out this low. I could have gotten more, but that's not my objective here. My objective is to do this for a living and to grow my accounts and copy trade multiple accounts and take what the market gives me and be modest and patient and disciplined about it. Okay, so that being said, let's break it down. The trade occurred during the 1050 1110 macro, but first things first, higher time frame. I was seeing bearish order flow on the daily, 4 hour and 1 hour. Now you have this new day opening gap right here. I don't really look to trade off that unless there's a strong signal. New week opening gaps are more are more I believe are a better confluence I like to use as opposed to new day opening gaps. But I paid attention to her. I was seeing if there might be a signal to where we might creep up and maybe we take out these smooth highs. Nothing. We keep pushing down, like I said, and I see bearish order flow on the higher time frames. Now, there was a nice trade roughly at the open. It was a tough one. I actually took an L because I had a tight stop loss. But it was, if I left it on and left my stop loss at the high, it would have been a beautiful trade that played out. But like I said, my goal for 2025 is to reduce my risk. Okay, but right here we get an inversion, we get a candle close over this advanced market structure shift, and look at this move down. Now I got stopped out because I kept my stop roughly below the inversion. Okay, but if I kept it at the swing high, look at this massive move. We take out this low over here. I mean, it melted down. So at the very least, I would have went for low hanging fruit right here. Okay, and that would have been a nice, from the advanced market structure shift, been a nice 100 points, 100 plus points. Okay, leave a runner on, you can continue to let it run. So I did take that trade, but I wanted to have a tight stop loss, kept it over here, got stopped out, and that was that. No big deal. But it was a nice trade. The trade idea was correct. We come down, and the reason why we have this big retracement back up is because we tapped into a bullish daily fair value gap, if you go check that out. And there was an inversion on the upside up and an advanced market structure shift, and depending how you frame the trade, you could have gotten a nice little risk to reward. But I like trading with the trend, not against it. Okay, so I waited for the macro, I waited for a bearish signal. We get our inversion right here, bullish fair value gap overlapped by a bearish one, advanced market structure shift. As soon as we touch that blue line, I'm tapping in because I'm confident in my higher time frame analysis. Okay, now for me, I kind of kept my stop up here. It was kind of moving back and forth. I felt like maybe it may have been confusing with all the chart lipstick, so I was moving it back and forth. But essentially, my stop mentally was right here. So I went for like a 1-to-1 R&R, or like a 1-to-6, roughly speaking, or like a 2. Actually, I think it was 1-to-7. That was about my risk to reward, and it played out nice. Modest, yes, there was plenty more I could have got. It'll probably take out this low, but like I said, patient, consistent, disciplined, modest, respect what the market gives you. How many people can make $335 in an hour and a half of work? Not too many people. So respect that, let it play out from day to day, and you'll see things add up. This is HB. Punch a profit. Comment down below, like the video, subscribe if you're new. Peace.